Spero is a nonprofit created to holistically fight human trafficking internationally. In order to understand the work we do, let's take a trip around the globe and share the story of one of our partners. While developing the vision for Spero, we went to one of the largest trafficking hubs in the world, New Delhi. It was on this trip that we were introduced to Catalyst.
When a child is born on the streets, the mother will usually take the child and beg for alms. By the time child is 4 or 5, he or she can go and beg on their own. By the time they are 7, 8, they can carry a younger sibling, they would carry their sibling and again beg on the streets. By the time they're 9 and 10, they would be segregating garbage and making money for their family. The problem arises when they hit puberty at around 12 or 13. That's where they would either get sexually abused by somebody or they would start living with somebody. So by the time a girl is about 14 or 15 years of age, she will be pregnant with a baby. By the time she's 16, 17, she might have another baby. And if the baby is a girl child, the cycle kind of continues and it happens all over again.
Catalyst was founded in 2009 by a local couple passionate about seeing their city break free from the grips of poverty and exploitation.
Start with a small initiative of trying to figure out what is that is needed in the city of Delhi that is not being addressed by anybody else.
It was this passion that eventually led to their work in the protection, rescue, and rehabilitation of those who have survived the horrors of human trafficking.
Today we are at a place 10 years now where we have impacted several girls, especially girls who are vulnerable to be trafficked or abused, into healthy families and leading sustainable lifestyles.
They tackle the needs of their city on multiple fronts. From after-school tutoring and mentorship, to job skills training, to trafficking safe houses, their team works to provide safe and impactful opportunity to the vulnerable youth of their city. C3 is one facet of their operation that takes on trafficking directly. In this program, underage girls that are rescued out of trafficking are given a safe place to be stabilized and rehabilitated.
With two main reasons or two main aims that we want to achieve. One is to stabilize each of these girls so that they can choose a different vocation for their lives. They know they have more opportunities and options and they can live a very different life from what they're living. And secondly, that we can empower them enough that they can be witnesses and testify against these perpetrators.
They grow all sorts of stuff right on their roof. And a lot of what we're doing is, when we're partnering with Catalyst, is supporting the programming that they're doing here. So when we're helping fund businesses and we're helping meet immediate needs, all of that is happening right here. When we first met the Catalyst team, one thing in particular stood out about the way they funded their nonprofit work.
A lot of people said, go for a non-profit, an NGO, trust society. Abhishek was the only one. He said, don't go for a non-profit, go for profit and work in a way where you can give employment. You want to complete the circle. Just by providing the training and giving a certificate is an incomplete circle. So maybe you want to start thinking beyond that.
Generally, nonprofits are reliant solely on donations to fund their programming. But at Catalyst, they run for-profit businesses with societal benefits. And when these businesses become profitable, the profits are put back into the nonprofit work, creating a self-sustainable model. We wanted to highlight 3 of them. The first is Red Moon Bakery. Red Moon is an award-winning wholesale bakery that specializes in international pastries and desserts. They develop and sell these products all over New Delhi, and we got to try them all.
Oh, it's really good. Tastes like a shortbread cookie.
The next business is Cross Stitch. Cross Stitch is a company that makes high-quality fashion bags and leather goods, while practicing fair wages, giving employees safe working conditions, and giving equal opportunity to women.
In the non-profit world, there are donors who come and go. And there are times when you would not have a donor, but you still need to run a program, and that's when the businesses come in handy. As like when electricity goes off, you need a generator to run your electricity till the time electricity comes back.
The final business that we toured was Capital Coffee.
We formed friendships with them over a cup of coffee, over the kind of time we spend with them, and we are able to impact their lives, the way they make their choices in lives, their morals, the kind of to counter the ills of society, but in an atmosphere where they find it easy enough to speak and easy enough to respond.
पेस्ट्री केस मेरा काम है, पेस्ट्री केस डिस्प्ले करना मेरा काम है, तो हम वही करते हैं.
Capital Coffee is a modern shop with top-of-the-line specialty drinks and baked goods that are made in-house.
To be at a place where the customer comes in, to create an atmosphere where you feel relaxed, where you can spend a lot of time, where it's not cramped so that you have more number of people, but where you have space of your own, and yet you have a profitable business because of the way your model is put together.
The C3 model is one that doesn't just stop at rehabilitation, but takes the next step by providing job skills training and employment opportunity to the girls who are rescued that are looking to stay in New Delhi and start a new life.
Unless we have places where the girls can be employed, they cannot be fully rehabilitated, and to have sensitive places to employ them is very crucial.
This is the last step of completing a self-sustainable model that effectively combats trafficking. And this is where Spero comes in. When you give to Spero, we're investing in these communities. We're helping start businesses that create more funds, and your funds will be reused and reused and reused in a way that really you've never seen with donations.